So our mind is, yes, please, whoever I'm talking to, get out. I mean, yes, get out. Says sometimes we don't know what these, especially even in like Britain, like, like, I don't know what the hell's a Rizzler. I mean, it's been entertaining. I have to, as serious as this stuff is, like, I don't know what the hell Rizzler is. I don't know who Pinks is. Even John just mentioned Pinks. I don't see Pinks as Pinks in the group. I don't care who's in the group. Man, I just realized, like, I mean, I'm too compromised to even, I can't promote myself. I have, like, in that sense, I have no intrinsic value at the moment because of the compromisation of the mind control attempts. It's not concede by saying mind control as if I'm not going to, I'm saying by the mind control attempts, I have to add in that. Being sincere, but so there is no wave particle duality to light. This, John just informed me that I've been saying light is sound, sound is light, not as a fact, as like as a precursor to something else. And he says sound became before light. Well, very interesting. And I'm obsessed with tones. I'm not obsessed with light or nor colors or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what gives. Why I say gives. But yeah, I mean, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not obsessed with light. I'm not obsessed with flying. Either I come from the Wright family. Like I didn't know it from a book, but I come from Orville and Wilbur Wright family. It's like I don't give a fuck about flying. What are you gonna eat up there? I'm just saying. I'm not obsessed with a lot of things that, like, I'd say the pseudo me. Is that why he was jealous? Because both entities are both taller than us. And I got to mention this. He does have the reptilian feature. He has some strange extension right between his forearm to his wrist. There's some strange extension that makes no sense at all. It's just as, I mean, it's like an extra piece of his wrist was added there. That doesn't fit. That's why I'm not, that's a rambling, disconjointed thought. Is that mind control attempts? But I have to mention that. I don't know how true that is. A reptilian would be a demon. And she kept talking about what if they're that other one that has been possessed before and exercised of a demon years ago was, like I said, somebody the good reptilian. Who's the good reptilian? Were you implying it was me? No, I don't have any of those features. He has two features. I don't want to mention the other one, but that's what Zergai says, that they have two features that is common among the males. It's not rocket science what I'm talking about, but he couldn't stop showing it to me enough. That never made sense. I don't think that's common to males. Like, whether you're gay or not, why are you doing that? So, but this one is unevolved. That's what someone said. Like the reptilians, demons, demons and physicality will have some kind of physical oddity to him, and he does definitely with that extended wrist. Like he has like the best way to put it, extremely extended wrist on both arms that make no sense. I mean, I've never seen on anyone else. I'll put it that way. So does that make him inherently bad? I don't know. But so light does not travel, nor neither does sound. There are perturbations in the ether. Fluctuations. I looked up once, and now is that where the mind control attempts work? I know it's fluctuations as a synonym or whatever for it too. I think it's more script. I don't think most people know what perturbations is. It sounds like you're trying to be fancy and sound smart. But perturbations and ether both are light and sound. So sound and light do not actually travel. I keep repeating it. That's something we need to consider. And that's kind of like, well, with the biosphere we live in, it's like, you got to consider the realities. And then like so that's why you're talking about changing the whole realm. Well, it's not like you think. You could start these. So since light and sound are perturbations and ether, you could, I hate to say raise the frequency. That sounds like a guru talk. That's probably why we're disgusted by it now, because it's been abused. But with the firmament, the firmament, they can't penetrate it with the nuclear warheads. It's one of the first things they did with that. So the firmament would be very reflective. So you could like start a tsunami of love through sight and sound and light. Maybe it's theoretical. Let's create a good story out of this nonsense. So that's why I keep saying this. There's a reason why like that needs to be realized. The sound ain't actually traveling. It's perturbations like ripples in a pond in the ether. So even this, like, am I saying like, is this important to shoot this? Could I just speak it and I didn't have to put a camera on it? Well, then you look crazy if I just spoke. If I didn't have this phone in my hand, I'd look like a madman, right? That's almost an excuse now to start perturbations in ether. Is you got to have some kind of black mirror in front of you, or they'd come eventually arrest you. even your loved ones. So just something to consider for whoever this ain't going to the forum. Like anybody in the forum can, I've already posted one video. Once you know someone's name on YouTube, that you know, if you need some information, you know how to find them. I'm not going to go to the. I've already forced enough information on the forum. I'm not going to go force my personal videos. I've already done a couple, maybe 3, and that's all need to be there. But you get what I'm saying? So, no wave particle to duality to light. It's a coaxial circuit. Light. I don't know if sound is. I can't remember, and I can't remember. But light is a coaxial circuit. It does not travel. It's a perturbation in the ether. And I know sound is also a perturbation in the ether, but I don't know about any more than that. I just can't remember. So please go to London, because I guess what you mean by your own energy is, well, I mean, I'm taking it the wrong way. You need to get out of their energy. Yeah, yes, you need to get out of that. I'm not extrapolating well enough. Yes, you need to get out of the distortion of London without a doubt. Goddamn, you got child fear being fed on like God knows what. I mean, that's what. I mean, you're there with the queen and her bloodline, her demonic bloodline. Yes, you need to get the fuck away. I mean, you can imagine the level of fear you're living in, because look. Thanks, airplane. It's always perfect timing when you got to say, but that's the most important thing I just said. You're living in a center of fear, Melissa. Of course, get out of London. I mean, the very thing that's the opposite of you would be feeding off of child fear. Induced, demonically induced in a physical form, fear into children they feed off of. So of course you got to get out of that area. I mean, at least temporarily. I don't know how you can return. Of course you got to get out there for a minute, because you're being rattled, and so that's when I'm not going to try to communicate with you, because it's not your fault. It's not, meaning like, it's not your fault we can't communicate. You're rattled like hell right now. It's obvious, and it seems like drained too. And I'm not going to threaten them, because they're just going to, I don't know, because it's over. They ran when John just explained their methods.